I'm opening large trades on Bitcoin as well as Ethereum, and here is why, where, how, and for what reason. So first of all, in this video, this is a very important video. If you don't watch it from the beginning and until the end attentively, then don't watch it at all. So let's get into this. Let's first have a look at the news and what matters and some intricate on-chain data that is showing us exactly what we can expect from the price of both assets in a short-term perspective. So first of all, let's get this out of the way, because a lot of people have been commenting about saying that, Gary Gensler is going to put the end to Bitcoin. Listen, Gary Gensler, he has approved the ETFs, but now he's actually striking back. So, and just to make the long story short, what he's trying to do here is discourage the investment into the ETF. That's why I think it was Fidelity. Let's have a look. Vanguard. So Vanguard has openly told clients that they are not allowed to invest in their Bitcoin ETFs products listed on Fidelity. So then a lot of people started moving from Vanguard to Fidelity and other places. And this actually comes for a reason, because this is a plan of Gary Gensler. Just to give you an overview, this is the plan of Gary Gensler to strike back and discourage the investment into the Bitcoin ETF. So this is what he's trying to, that's how he's trying to retaliate. And this is how he's still trying to fulfill his quota of the masters that he's serving. So, but let's be honest, the ETF is here. He can do whatever he wants. It's not going to change anything one single bit. Not long-term, short-term, they can try to discourage it, create FUD with Jamie Dimon together as friends and pen pals holding hands like this, like ladies and girls having ice cream together after a nice lunch. But in a long-term perspective, we don't give a shit about it. So please, guys, the ETF is here. They cannot do anything about it anymore. So everything they do is just nonsense. So therefore, don't worry about it. Now, what we should worry about is short-term perspective is that SEC did delay a decision on Fidelity's proposed spot Ethereum ETF to March. And this is going to be the same as with Bitcoin ETF. So it's going to be decided on the last day, as always. So this actually gives us a good runway for an Ethereum trade that I'm going to show you, because again, Bitcoin spot ETF, hopium, and now we're going to be moving to the narrative of the Ethereum spot ETF, which is what I've been discussing in the previous videos. If you haven't seen my previous videos, please do check them out. So therefore, just to give you the information on this, and what I think is cool, it's not that big of a deal, but I think it is very cool that Bitcoin instantly topped silver in Ethereum market and trails only gold among commodities. So it only trails gold in the commodities market. Imagine. So we topped silver at an instant. Like silver ETFs have about 11 billion under management, while Bitcoin already has 30 billion. And this is like, I think, a day old. So that being said, congratulations. Bitcoin is already bigger than silver. And who could have imagined, right, that institutional instrument like an ETF will be there for Bitcoin. Like a couple of years ago, people would have told you that you're crazy cuckoo, but now we're bigger than silver in the first couple of days, which is insane. And it just shows you what is coming. And this brings me, before I come to the chart, I'm going to discuss my trading stuff. Remember that I'm trading over on Bybit, and with my exclusive link, and this promotion is going to be ending soon, with my exclusive link to either Bybit or Bitget down in the description of this video, you can actually claim up to $30,000 in initial deposit bonuses. So if you use my link, you register, you sign up, and even if you already have an account, what you can do, you can create a new one and complete the KYC using a new identity card. Maybe it's like your driver's license or ID card or a passport. You can actually create a new account if you wanted to and deposit money into it and trade with it. And then you can actually claim up to 30K in real money for your trading, and then your profits you can withdraw. So it's just absolutely incredible. And you get other bonuses that you see on the screen. Just pause the screen if you want to see the bonuses if you haven't seen them. So it's a win-win. You're going to use either Bybit or one of these big exchanges anyway, so you might as well get bonuses just because you use my link to sign up. So use it to your advantage. Now, before I come back to the chart, before I show you my trades and the reasoning for the trades, let me show you this here, because this is on-chain data, and it actually paints a very good picture as to what is happening right now, because a lot of people are not paying attention. And right now, when it comes to the long-term hodler NUPL, what we are saying is, well, not to bore you to death with all the details, just historically, look at August 2012, when we were going into the green zone, June 2016, July 2016, August 2020. And right now, again, we're going into the green zone that usually, depending on the market, position and the timing, usually came with a small sell-off, except for this one right here, July 2019, because of pandemic, as you might remember. So here we had small sell-off, tiny one, then also here, tiny one, but look what followed. The bull market arguably followed. Well, this is not a really good example, but anyway. So the more mature market in 16, it was followed by a bull market. And also same thing here, August 2020, finally going to the green area, bull market. But first, small correction. And this is what we're seeing right now. So arguably, by looking at this, in combination with this chart right here, which I'm going to explain in just a second, we are really well positioned, and possibly this sell the news type of an event right now is going to be the last sell-off before massive bull run begins, and the acceleration, FOMO, liquidity, and to the moon. So, and especially when you combine it with this understanding right here, which is long-term versus short-term hodler threshold. So blue line right here is our long-term holders who are the strong hands, the diamond hands, who are holding Bitcoin relentlessly. And then we have all these short-term holders who usually get shaken out and shaven and lose money, who get in, get out, get in, get out, and then just lose money. So for the most part. And here, what we are seeing right now, the biggest divergence ever historically. Whenever we would have huge divergence in the bear market, would have a lot of long-term hodlers and a small amount of short-term hodlers because they all got shaken out. They all bought somewhere here, sold down here, and said, oh, Bitcoin is a scam, just a bunch of idiots. So, and the same thing, for example, right here, the bottom of the previous bear market, basically. I think it's the previous one. No, the one before. Yeah, the one before. So we had also high number of long-term hodlers and small number of short-term hodlers. And it's every time it is the same thing, basically. Every time, like also look at it right here as well. So this is what we have, and we have the biggest divergence right now. So we have a crazy record amount of long-term hodlers who just are believers who are not going to sell their Bitcoin to BlackRock, Fidelity, to no one because they understand what is coming. And this just creates an understanding, and this just shows you how powerful the next bull market will be, especially with the halving and also Fed pivot and the amount of money on the sidelines. ETFs, oh my God. So, and that's why we also have short-term holders supply ticking higher of an all-time lows. So this is the craziest time, ladies and gentlemen, with this supply and demand shock that is coming. It's in freaking sane. So if you're not seeing this, if you don't understand these things, and you're not owning any Bitcoin, oh man, you're in for a very rough ride. So here, this understanding of what is coming right now, what is literally around the corner, because the things I've just mentioned in this video. This brings me to the chart, and this brings me to my long trades. And yes, long trades. So I'm not going to be taking any short trades. Screw that short trade. If you wanted to take a short trade issue, you should have taken it when I told you here in the area of 49 to 50, which touched 49. So if you got into a short trade, congratulations. So I didn't. I missed it. But so be it. So cannot take every single trade. So for me, for Bitcoin first. Certainly Bitcoin, again, I'm more interested in Ethereum right now, as I told you before in my previous videos, but still it doesn't mean that I'm not going to be longing Bitcoin. So for one, I already hold a lot of Bitcoin, I hold a lot of Ethereum, so I have spot holdings. This is here, I'm just showing you what I'm going to be doing in terms of my futures trades. So the first trade I'm going to be placing in the vicinity of about 40K. So once we reach 40K, if we finally also, have this one small other leg down, because again, we broke down from this formation and we kind of retested it here and possibly going to go a bit lower, let's say 40K. This is where I'm going to be opening my first long trade. If I do get stopped out, my stop loss will be at about 39. Then if I do get stopped out, let's say, I don't know, we did something else, then I'm going to be entering into another long trade at about 38, 37 to 38. So this is another longing area plus also long-term spot accumulation area with a stop loss of about 36,000. So if we do crash even lower, then I'll have to find another entry into it. But again, remember, when you're using minimum 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1, 10 to to 1. Some of our trades have been 30 to 1. So we can be 30 times in a row wrong and still break even after that one profitable trade. So therefore, sometimes you don't know how low it's going to go. Is it going to go to 40K? In these kinds of moments, like this sell the news type of an event, how much grayscale is going to sell? Very hard to predict. Therefore, not to miss the volatility to the upside, which is coming, it's inevitable. And I've just shown you proof why it's inevitable. So therefore, I don't want to miss it. If I'm going to lose 1 or 2 trades in the process, or 3 trades, it's fine. I'm going to still make money at the end of the day. So this is the targets and the trades, and then the take profit area will probably be vicinity of 50K or above. But what I'm more interested in, quite frankly, is Ethereum. And Ethereum, as you can see, Bitcoin is actually going down while Ethereum is holding much stronger. And it just shows you as to what is around the corner for Ethereum, because again, we've discussed it. So for me, long area for Ethereum, I will start putting in a long trade around 2300 and all the way down to like 21.6. So, and again, this is also a very important level. So if we actually do break below 21.5, which is this level right here, which has been very, very important for us for a very long time. So if we actually break and stabilize below it, then this could open the road to like 1700. So that being said, if I get into the long here, my stop loss probably would be around 2K. Something in this vicinity. But if we see the pullback, which continues for now, and we just go into this area and then finally go to our targets, which I mentioned in the previous video, like 2600, 3000, and about 3500, which I think on this hopium for next ETH ETF would be just a beautiful, brilliant, and absolutely logical trade, considering everything that I've mentioned. Guys, remember, my trades I'm going to be placing over on Bybit, 30K in bonuses. If you're trading actively, claim the bonuses. And also it gives you access to my Crypto Signals community. This is where I post all of my trades and trades of my team. Some altcoin trades, deeper, degens, different day trades and scalp trades. Very important to be there and to see our trades, because we are trading like crazy. And here I'm just showing you bigger trades and bigger understandings, narratives, sentiments, etc. And remember to check out this tutorial as to how to trade with proper risk and money management. So when you see my trade is one thing, but you actually know how to execute it, how to place orders in Bybit. So it's a full tutorial, and so that you actually don't lose money because of stupid mistakes. So check it out. And as always, peace and love. Thomas Krallo. Stay smart, stay very rich, and have an amazing weekend. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.